Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. I am Adanna Combie, and we continue conversations this morning in studio, and we're speaking again with representatives from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Services. We're speaking this morning with Sergeant Samuel Quamina, Corporal Dexter Edwards, and WPC Sandra-Lee Roachford Jacob. And this morning we're talking about community policing. So we're going to get some information as it relates to community policing and how it impacts the level of crime or curbing crime on the island of Tobago. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Morning to you.
Right, and so you see, we have 3 members of the TTPSC on our set this morning, so we're going to get all the information that we can possibly get out of this conversation. And I know the primary objective of the TTPS, of course, is to ensure that the people live in a safe space. To curb crime and to encourage good relationships among each other, right? And so now we're talking about community policing. For those of us who don't understand what community policing and what the objectives are, let us get into that aspect of it. What is community policing?
Basically, community policing is a crime strategy. Basically, is a crime strategy of the police service where we engage young people to get them involved in positive activities, to make a change in their life, as opposed to turning to a life of crime.
Right. So we're seeing now what are some of the initiatives and that the community policing rolls out in terms of getting to your your objectives.
Well, part of the police service strategic plan, 2022-2024. Part of that is community engagement. There must be an engagement of the community. That's what the community police does, engaging the community in various activities which is aimed at reducing crime against young persons.
And how has the response been in terms of your target audiences participating in your activities?
It's great, I must say. I want to piggyback on Corporal Edwards. Yesterday he had a track and field program, and following his track record, I know people in Tobago will follow a track record. He has been doing a wonderful job with the youth in terms of track and field, football, other youth clubs, including myself. We do a holistic thing. It's not just like sports. It's about education as well, spiritual, life skills programs that will change that direction that they are taking now to the life of crime, and this is a preventative measure. So we have different programs roll out. When we normally to join the police youth club, it's age 5 to 30. At that young adolescent age, we use them back to be mentors. All right? So we use the schools to target our young people. And as community policing, we do interventions at the school with all the fights and those things. We are the ones that go in and do the intervention with the principal, the teachers, the students, and parents. And out of that, we encourage them to join the police youth club. Policies in the community would ask about the police youth club. So for the general public, to join the police youth club is from age 5 to 30. And we do everything. It's not just sports. We teach homework classes from the small one right up. We have persons who are qualified to do mentoring as well and motivational speech with them. Sometimes we have to do one-on-one because you and I know, everybody know the young people different today, and we call them curious. They're very curious. So if you tell them don't do this, they want to know why. Everything you must give them an answer why. So based on that, we do intervention, especially with those children that are a bit troubled in the troubled society or in the home. They come to school and they lash out. But some of us don't take the time to find out why they lash out. But when we do the deep intervention, we recognize that there are problems within the home or issues that cause the child to behave in a particular way. And then everybody throws up their hand in the air. This is where community policing comes in. We are a home away from home. And that is why we want to engage our parents this morning. When your children come to the youth club, we just don't want the children to come. We need you as well. We need you to come on board to work with us, because we cannot try to fix the child and the child goes back in that environment.
Especially when you don't have a background about
Correct,
the child.
correct. And facing the same situation all over again, then we spinning top in mud. So we are asking the parents to come out. By them coming out and participating with us, we would see the need to have programs to assist the parents to be a good parent, good parenting. You understand? So the police youth club and the community police is a very important structure at the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service.
I know we were speaking earlier with Acting Corporal Larry Brathwaite, and he's still on the line in the conversation. And, I want to ask the question also. You mentioned that you provide mentorship and you train them, you have supervision. Do you bring in external parties to do the type of mentorship that they need? Or is it that you use the resources from within? If Corporal Brathwaite is there, I would like for him to have and to give me more information where this is concerned and talk me through this, because, someone might be thinking, okay, so what type of mentorship is the child having? Are these persons qualified? Are they certified to provide that measure of support in that way? Yes, you do an assessment. Yes, you want the parents to come out. But when we're talking about mentorship now, how far does the mentorship go, and who are these people providing that measure of mentorship? So if we have Acting Corporal Larry Brathwaite still on the line, can we continue the conversation in that vein?
Yes, I'm still here. Yes, I'm still here. So as I spoke about mentorships, as I spoke about what the persons, community policing, just to add to what the Southern Command would have stated, community policing is based on a strategic goal, to improve the level of citizen-centered service and to enhance community partnerships. So when we talk about partnerships, it's about interagency and inter-organizational collaboration. We partner with the village council, we partner with the schools, the peer teachers association, PTA meetings, we attend village council meetings, we partner with the church as well, and we partner with the services provided by the THA, the government. So when we do our initiatives, we have to write an application, forward the application through the channels, and they will approve it. We have to vet the persons who is coming to speak. We have to make sure they are qualified. We just don't pick up somebody off the street because they sound good. We utilize persons who are, we are the police service. We vet the persons. We could vet the persons. We make sure that they are legit, and we make sure that they are qualified. And even though they are not legit or qualified, they are experienced. And we bring them and they speak to the youths. Recently, we had a program where we had a mentorship, mentor to motivate. We actually won a youth award for that program. We brought in 14 mentors to the police club, and the mentors they included pilots, DJs, musicians, lawyers, doctors, teachers, social workers, a pastor. We started off with a pastor. So we bring persons who are qualified, and they speak to the youths and they encourage youths. And just to add, before I close off, the policy club is not only about the youths. We play a significant role in reducing crime in the communities by providing positive activities for the community. Positive activities for the parents. It's about community engagement. We focus on youth engagement because, as I would have said earlier, youth that are neglected today are the ones who will become the criminals tomorrow. They're the ones who will join the gangs. They're the one who is idle. They're the ones who will be looking for the opportunity to do deviant activities. So we have to engage them and ensure that those persons walk the straight and narrow path and become model citizens. So just to answer your question, just to go back, yes, we do vet the persons, these persons who are qualified, and we collaborate with the different agencies and organizations that is already available. We guide them, we bring them in the communities, and we initiate programs for the community based on what the community needs, based on the problem that is identified by the community, by liaising with the village council, the churches, and the different groups within the community.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're speaking with Acting Corporal Larry Brathwaite, Corporal Dexter Edwards, Sergeant Samuel Quamina, WPC, Sandra-Lee Roachford, Jacob this morning as we speak about community policing here on the island of Tobago, the impacts of community policing, the benefits to our communities, and of course an encouragement for parents to send out their children to the youth group, and not just to send them to the police youth clubs, but also to be a part and to see what is happening. We spoke about collaboration with different agencies. Of course, we know it's a collaborative effort to curb, reduce crime, and also to encourage our young people to be the best version of themselves. And we can't do it alone. We all need each other. So this is an encouragement to partner with the police, primarily community policing, as they reach out to you in your communities with different projects and initiatives to be a part of seeing our communities improve across the island of Tobago. We have to go for a short break before we continue conversations this morning. And as we go for a break this morning, we invite you to help us share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.